Hello and welcome to this video. We thought we want to give you a little tour of our motorhome. It's this thing behind me here. It's an Adria Sonic 2019 model plus Scandinavian vision. We use this motorhome for, well, first of all as a motorhome, but we also use it as an office. And we sort of move this motorhome around, so we split our time between the motorhome and our apartment back in Norway, Bergen. We thought we want to show you the layout, all our stuff, how we live and how we do things. So with no further ado, let me show you the outside. Here we have it, our stuff. We try to travel as light as possible because we want to be able to lock everything into the garage, and the same thing goes for inside. We want to sort of be able to take one thing out of the cabinet without taking three things out first, as long as it's doable. The rule is one thing should ideally have more than one function. Now, when we were sitting at home and dreaming up this lifestyle, we were imagining we're going to be sitting outside, like now in the sun, and working on our computers and listening to the birds and smelling of the nature and anything. But the truth is rather differently. Even if you're quite creative with your location where to work from, you either got the sun in your face or the sun is blocking the screen. We have tried all kinds of location outside, in the woods, in whatever this is. But the truth of the matter is, when push comes to shove, we always find ourselves inside the motorhome working. And of course, when you're sitting inside a motorhome, you're sitting behind a desk and you're pretty much sitting in a chair. It's pretty much like sitting in an office, so it's not so romantic. But let me tell you, when you're on a rainy day like today, and you have your caffeine in your cup here, and you have the comfort as it's warm, you can draw on the shades, or you can optimal lights on your screen. Sitting here for hours and hours working, it's it's the best situation. Because everything in a motorhome is on 12 volts, and pretty much all of our equipment works on 12 volts, except this computer here. This one needs an inverter, and we have one right down there. It's about 600 watt inverter, true sin inverter, with a maximum peak of 1200. And over here we have put in some extra power points, so we can have for our PC and all the equipment we use. And also up here we have two USB that came originally with the motorhome. And for power, we have of course the engine with the charged leisure batteries. The leisure battery is a 200 amps lithium battery, and we have a DC to DC charger of 30 amp, so we can also charge the leisure battery when we're driving. And we can also, in the worst case scenario, we can idle the engine and use the engine as a sort of a generator to the leisure battery. But we only done it once for testing it. Normally we can provide enough power with our solar system that is 380 watts that we have on the roof. I see right now our state of charge at the battery is 42%. The reason for that being so low is because we're parked in the shadows underneath some trees, and today it's also been raining the whole day, and we've been here for almost three days now. And we have been working, and though we have been using our e-bike, we haven't been charging our e-bikes. So according to our app, we can stay here for 30 more hours. Of course, that is with this power usage that we have right now. And right now we are drawing 3 amps. So that's the sort of work situation thing going on there. Now, before we move further backwards in the motorhome, I just wanted to show you our little navigation device, because we just bought ourselves an Samsung pad that we use for, well, pretty much for navigation. But you can also use it as a pad as you're driving, because when I drive, I don't touch it. Never, ever, I swear. But go sometimes, use it. It's nice, you have a screen here, you can access ferry schedules, you can access Park for Night, of course you can also do it with your phone, but if you see here now, we are using Google Maps as a sat-nav system. And you can see here now we are parked in a little clearings in the woods just north of the Gardermoen Oslo airport. It's a nice Park for Night, can really recommend it. Now, of course, using Google Maps as a navigation device is a little bit challenging. We call it See Europe with Google. Very interesting. But we have tried TomTom, and we have tried Garmin, and we have tried some other apps on our phone. And I think they're all, well, let's put it like this. They're all equal exciting to the use. Now, a couple of years ago, before we bought this motorhome, we visited one of those caravan shows to look at the motorhome and to decide which kind of layout and stuff we wanted to have. And we noticed at the caravan show for the first time that all the motorhome has this sort of carpet inside. And when you come to buying the motorhome, you don't have this carpet. So after a little bit of faff, we found ourselves this carpet. And though we have heated floor underneath here, you can feel the warmth through the carpet, and it's so nice with this fluffy, nice warm carpet, especially again in the rainy days like this. And also here we have a little floor mat. It's made of rubber. It's just a normal one of those cars floor mats you get to buy, but we have made it in such a way you can just drag this piece here. So when you have a lot of shoes, again, especially in a day like this, when it's wet, you can sort of have a wet area here. And keep the carpets nice and clean and fresh, and all that stuff. All right, so here we have the kitchen or the galley, or I don't think a motorhome has an own term for it, but being an old salted sea dog, maybe not so salted anymore, but yeah, to the point. Here we have an electric boiler. Of course, you all know what this is. But this one we can only use when we're hooked up to the shore power. We are contemplating on getting a bigger inverter and connecting all those 220 power points to an inverter. But when we're off grid, we just use one of these, and it's sort of charm with it. Of course, it's very easy just to flip the switch, and you all know the drill. But it's a work in progress. Maybe next year we will do it. Time will show. We also have another kitchen supply I want to show you. Ridge monkeys. I'm willing to bet a lot of money that you know what this is. It's very big in van life, and it's very big in motorhoming. We got this double XL, and well, technically speaking, this is not a ridge monkey, but it's the same thing. And well, you can do everything with this. You can use it as a paddler. You can bake pizza in here. You can defend yourself. You can, the possibilities are pretty much endless. But these ones, I really can recommend. Now, we used to have an Omnia before, and also can recommend it, very big. But now we have, what's it called?
Oven and grill.
Oven and grill, yeah. This is not my department, obviously. But so we can do our pizza in the oven and grill that's down here. So who has got this? It's a pizza stone, right? So you get the extra crispy taste on a pizza, yeah. So, but my point of the whole thing is, we don't use the Omnia anymore, but we like the Omnia so much that even, I think we had it in a motorhome 1 year after we bought it, and we had the oven and grill for a year, but we didn't have the heart to just toss out the Omnia. And last but not least, the casserole. And yes, in a motorhome, storage space is always an issue. So we like these casserole that are sort of, well, you can put them together. You know, one of those Russian dolls. It's the same principle here, right? Yeah. But these ones are getting pretty worn now. And we were just at the caravan show here in Norway and thought, oh, this would be a perfect place to get some new ones. But none of them had any of this casserole that you could sort of put in together. And we've been visiting caravan stores to have a look for casseroles like this. Nobody has them. Of course, you can order them online on Amazon, but it's kind of difficult because we move around with the motorhome pretty much all the time. So that's a little bit difficult. Sorry. So, to all your guys out there that sell caravan supplies, why don't you have casserole that sort of stacks in together? No, having a good internet connection is essential for us. Because, especially when she is doing her Zoom meetings at work, she needs about between 10 and 15 megabytes per second to get a good quality line. So we use this router, this is Netco, and we use another router, I can't remember the brand name, but yeah, it's the one you see here now. And right now we use this app, it's sort of just a speedometer thing, all provider had this. You see right now a line here is not that good, we only have about 4 megabytes per second, that's download. Upload here is not very good, but today it doesn't matter because we're not working today. But we carry 2 internet providers, it's Telenor and Telia, and this box has Telia and the other box has Telenor, and we have an antenna on the roof that strengthens the signal. And though they boast of having 100% coverage in Norway, I'm afraid there's a couple of nice places we have to leave because the internet connection was not good enough, even with the extra antenna on the roof. Alright, so now we come to the back of the motorhome. Here is our bedroom, and we have our shower and our toilet here. We have shown this in a similar video to this. We did sort of a tour of our motorhome. I'll link it up here if you want to see it. But in that video we didn't cover so much of the stuff thing and the more technical thing and how we do things. So we thought we wanted to do a video, like this one, where we cover more of that. But I think I want to show you a little thing here, because if you see down here, we have carpeted just all the way into the shower. And that's where this little mats comes in handy, because these are rubber on the one side, so you can lay this on top of the carpet, so you won't get the carpet wet when you step out of the shower. And we also have this sort of carpets in front of the kitchen, and we also have them in front of the sink in the bathroom. And we had a long discussion about should we really put carpet around the toilet area, and well, we thought it's better to cut out the carpet with the toilet first. And if it comes pretty bad, we can just cut away that area. But so far, it seems to be doing okay. I guess we're both pretty, house trained. Touchy subject. Let's just leave it there. I also want to mention, we have seen in the new Adrias now that they have gone away from this window. But it's something I really love about this window, is because when you're standing here in the morning and brushing your teeth and doing whatever, that, like now, we can see in the woods, have a beautiful view in the woods. And this view varies, sometimes it's beautiful and sometimes, well, not so beautiful, but I just love having this window here. And I hardly see any motorhome anymore that has this kind of window. Alright, so that covers our little tour of our little motorhome as we use as an office, as a motorhome, also sort of a movable apartment. And this whole movable apartment thing is quite new to us, and we are sort of developing the whole thing as we go along. And if there is, is there anything we wish we had? Yes, absolutely. Every time you see a motorhome with those hydraulic legs that just push a button and the whole thing just, boom, is flat. You go like, ooh. But these things are very expensive, so we'll see. Well, we hope you liked our little tour. And as we said, we have 2 more tours of the motorhome covering some other areas. We will link the video here and there, and it's linked everywhere. You probably find it. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.